Yo, hey guys. Good evening. Good evening from our side of the world. These two guys or these three guys are in Dubai right now, and I'm in Manila. But again, welcome back. It's good to be back here with another AMA with the YGG community. Once again, my name is John Sedano, Community Marketing Manager, and my partner, the one and only Mr. Saratobi. There you
I
go.
Hello, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
for
Oh,
thank you
there you go.
There you go.
thank you for the wonderful intro as always, Sedano. Pleasure to be here, of course. And obviously today we have a really big treat for you guys. We have Zainab Tucker, the CEO of Nitro, and also Gasper Sith, the CMO as well. So um, uh, thank you so much for joining us today, guys. And look. We're super happy to have you guys here, and we've obviously put some questions together for you guys. For those that are in the audience and don't know what Nitro League is, we'd love to have you wonderful people give us the elevator pitch for Nitro League and what it is.
Yeah, sure. Well, hey guys, first of all, East Coast, everybody's on the east side of this globe right now hanging out. So thank you for having us. Nitro League is a play and earn game, a racing game where we're using blockchain technology, and we're going to be able to create and design everything in the Nitroverse as NFTs. So your tracks, your cars, your gallery, everything within it will be an NFT space that you can engage and play and earn with your team. You've got your clans and you've got your tribes all coming together to earn and raise your XP and your rep into the game until you get to become the boss and run your own clan and bring your team into that space, and then take over the world after that.
That's what I wanted to hear. I mean, I'm really excited. I myself, I'm a fan of mobile racing games. But I mean, the question for me is, I mean, how did you guys actually, come up with a concept, and why did you want to build this type of game?
Why not? Who doesn't like racing, right?
Exactly, right?
And then, the concept is pretty straightforward. So it's skill-based racing game with the element of play to earn. And why build it? If you have an opportunity to do it, do it. Why not? The same answer as before. It's such an awesome project, such an awesome game. They brought me onto it. I was like, okay, I'm actually the number one player here that will be using it.
No.
So I have some head advantage in the rest to see what's going behind the scenes. But then it's definitely not a play to win game, which is one of our the most important things here. So it's skill-based racing game. So I'll get to training as soon as possible, and then see you on the race track.
You better. But I mean, we all play, and we all love games. But we've got like massive love for GTA and Need for Speed, and that inspires a lot of this the racing game. And we don't see a lot in this space right now. There aren't a lot of racing games that are in the play and earn space.
And to mention, we were just nominated for the best GameFi project of the year by the ABE Asia Awards. So
vote for us.
Awesome. I definitely think we probably have some huge fans of racing games in the audience. I know that I'm a big racing game fan, and awesome to hear you kind of drop some names there. Grand Theft Auto, Need for Speed. Another one that really is a particular favorite of mine is Gran Turismo. And obviously one of the kind of really kind of cool parts of Gran Turismo is actually tweaking the cars up, getting the parts in, making sure that the cars are really optimized for highest performance. Is Nitro League going to give me that itch to scratch my car tweaking desires?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is a lot of the fun in these games. So you've got your gallery, which is your garage, and in your garage you've got your droid, kind of like your Jarvis, to Iron Man's Jarvis, who comes in and helps you as you upgrade your car. You've got other parts, so you've got you have all the rims, your spoilers, the upgrades and the boosters. all of that to customize it. But then you've got unlimited amounts of skins to hype up and design your own car. It's sick. I love it. But you've got, along with the skins and designing it, you can bring your own avatar, your NFT from outside of the Nitroverse and put that on your car. So your Bored Ape, your Crypto Kitty can be on the skin of your car, and that's your identifier. And that's pretty cool. So when they see me riding down on the track and you see me with my Bored Ape, you better stay clear.
Yeah, not to crash.
That's great.
And
That's
all
really
the
awesome.
all the parts, like all the performance parts, all the skins, everything is NFT. So we will also bring the community to bring their ideas, to design the cars, to design pretty much anything. You'll be able to put the skin on the garage. Everything will be customizable. So everything that you said you want to see, it's there. And do you have the Gran Turismo 7 already?
That sounds awesome, man. I mean, Sedano, just a quick one. What is your favorite racing game as a mobile racer? What's your favorite mobile racer at the moment?
It's on the tip of my tongue, but there was this when mobile gaming started. Like there's this
Asphalt.
exactly. There's this game, that came out, year after year after year, but the graphics just kept on improving like every single year. I mean, but yeah, exactly, Asphalt.
I like that game as well. No,
right? I mean, it's one of the first franchises on mobile, that made it really, really big and really, really enjoyable. Like, not to mention it being very interactive, where you could even like drive it like with the directions of your hand. So is this going to be the same? Can we expect the same thing from Nitro League, or how are the controls actually run?
Both. So you'll be able to tilt it, or if you will want to go pro mode, then you'll be able just to swipe the screen as well.
Perfect. I mean, with all the advancements with all these games, like mobile, especially like mobile phones are getting more and more powerful every year. I mean, it's just like normal for me normal for any gamer to ask, will we have VR compatibility, or is this something that you guys have talked about?
We've definitely talked about VR. We love that, because once you're inside the garage, which is your gallery, you get lost inside of it. You can completely immerse yourself in a VR space. But that's not going to be the first release there. So we'll be planning for that later on. But yeah, not yet.
Yeah, but I mean, reading, the article that we released regarding the partnership with YGG, there was great emphasis on, having all the aspects of the game, I mean, just utilizing blockchain technology. And, it's not going to be, partial implementation, but, every aspect of it, just to make it, the full immersive experience, and also, leverage this type of technology and compared to all the other games that are coming out, with the same themes. But, could you tell us more about this? Like, why is this your specific approach?
Yeah, so we were looking at the problems that we have currently on the market. So either you have really good game with good mechanics and bad blockchain technology behind it. And then, or other way around, you have really good blockchain mechanics and economy of the token, but then you have like shitty graphics, shitty gameplay. And then we said, can we combine those two? There were a lot of talks, and then we come with the team, great team behind it. So we have for blockchain technology, we have David Atkinson, who is a mastermind of everything. And then for the game, we have Hotwire Gaming Studio behind us, and you saw all the graphics, how cool they look.
Yeah.
And then we're just merged those two together. And now, like, just one spoiler alert, at the end of this month, we are already presenting the first beta version of the application, so the garage. So you'll be able to just go through, you will see all the NFTs in there, you will roam around the garage. It will really be like already VR version. Also, we'll be pushing out some videos about it, how it's like free roam. It looks pretty ridiculous, and that's the way we want to go, and that's how we did it, and that's how we are developing, and that's how it will go in the future. So we just want to connect all these dots together to bring really an incredible experience. And also that you were mentioning the phones behind it. we are looking to support as many phones as possible in the beginning, so it won't be just like high rank. So we're trying to bring that ladder down to, let's say, $300 per phone. But we also know that it's really hard to keep very high graphics with good experience from the gameplay to connect to it. So we are doing a lot of optimizing, a lot of shortcuts behind the scenes to bring that very unique experience to the user.
Yeah, the objective is to try and get a $30 phone and a $1,000 phone with the same experience. We don't want anyone missing out on that. That's the love of the game is the love of the game. So give it to everyone as best as you can.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, at the end of the day, opening the doors, giving access to, the millions and even, hopefully like billions of players in the play to earn or play and earn scene, making it easy for them and onboarding them onto blockchain and into crypto is like, what we're here for. Though I have a question like Saratobi, like what are your thoughts on, it's I mean, racing games are known for having AAA, best of the best graphic quality. What are your thoughts on Nitro League actually prioritizing, mobile games and or the mobile platform rather? I mean, how do you see it like turning up maybe, in the next 2-3 years? Like, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, personally, I think that gearing the game towards mobile does make a lot of sense. Though obviously I am a huge fan of like nice graphics, so it's one of these things where as much as you want to keep people included, I still think that like, there has to be a line that gets drawn in the sand of like if not everyone is always necessarily going to be able to use any old phone realistically to do any game. So I've been obviously if the technology allows for it, then great, and I know that phones are improving all the time, but for me like graphics is a really important thing. So it kind of depends which route they go down aesthetically. Like, is it really a case of designing the game around being like hyper realistic, like kind of Asphalt, or there's nothing wrong necessarily with leaning into the kind of slightly like a kind of halfway house with maybe a little bit more like cartoonish, and that can be okay as well, right? Because I mean, look at Mario Kart. It's kind of pretty cartoonish, right? And Sedano seemed like something exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we actually have Steffi from the community posting one of the Nitro League alpha videos. So I mean, this definitely is next level. I mean, I love the cyberpunk, the futuristic aesthetic. It's crazy. It's something that definitely our scholars would love to get their hands on. I mean. But yeah, I mean, I want to, just cycle back a bit. So we are talking about the gameplay right now, but the community loves to get to know, the team behind, the projects that we're getting into. So, please, could you do the honors of, letting us like introducing yourselves a bit more, like your background, where you guys, came from, and how did you get here, and also about the team, about the Nitro League team. So yeah, go for it.
Sure. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. So I started out in New York, and then I came out to Dubai. I've been here for around 18 years now, and a lot of my experience is in digital and app and transitioning and pivoting Fortune 500 companies and their consumers from kicking it old school, like for example, like HSBC using and educating their users and their clients from using the old traditional methods to going on to the app space. So it's a lot of pivoting and onboarding and transitioning them in that way. And also I've been a massive gamer in my life, running in parallel continuously, and I've always had a love of the game, and I've had a love for technology and learning what's going on in this space. So my good friend, one of my good friends from Terra Virtua said that, this is something that you're going to absolutely love and you need to check it out. And it's been a fantastic ride, massive learning curve in many ways, but a fantastic ride nonetheless, because what we're trying to do here is we've got the crypto gamers who are familiar with gaming in this space, but you want to try and transition as we move from 2.0 to 3.0, and as we advance in our technology. It's all about smoothing that transition in and bringing more people on board to a game as seamless as possible. So that's me in a nutshell.
Okay, yeah, they just picked me up from the street. Now, the marketing guy behind Nitro, I was in crypto area since 2017 from all the ICO mania, then moved to some of the exchanges in the space, and then got this wonderful opportunity to join Nitro League. They presented the vision behind it, where it goes, what it's going to be. And I was immediately for it because it was just like, yeah, gaming, going to the gaming, fun part, then just presenting the whole story behind it, and then connecting it to metaverse and different worlds. And then, as everybody knows, now it's the VR time. Everybody will go in there, even now with Oculus, just hanging around working areas, and then being there. I think this is the way things will progress in the world. So yeah, that's why
we've also got about, behind the two of us, we've got about 45 other people who work with us, who are our game developers, our game designers. Gasper had mentioned David Atkinson. He's working on the blockchain design and the game design. We've got Irfan, who's designing the game as well, and Rizwan, who's our Chief Creative Officer. He's come up with all the concept of this art, the videos. It's beautiful. He surprises us every time with all the new concepts that come out. We're just loving it. And of course, we've got a ton of the developers and gamers and behind us helping develop all of this. We're really lucky to have such a great team with us. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, and one of the, like Zainab mentioned, all the concepts and everything, in near future, there'll be like an update for our website with all the metaverse narrative as well, and you will see some great concepts and what
Nitroverse and beyond. Yeah.
What's going to become. It's yeah. Let's just leave it here.
Exciting. I mean, you've already dropped enough alpha for the AMA. That's already as much as it should be going tonight. I mean, but yeah, I mean, so Saratobi, I mean, in terms of tech, or maybe you have any input on like on the specific question of the technology behind Nitro League.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, always, interested to hear about like the reasoning behind like which chain you guys are on and the decision behind what made you choose that chain. So, obviously, lots of NFTs are on Ethereum right now, but can you tell us a little bit about what you guys have decided to do strategically there on the tech side, and a bit of the reasoning behind why you made those decisions?
Yeah, we went for Polygon. The reasons, it's way more, how would I say it? It's better for the user, it's faster and less expensive, which is also one of the reasons. And then it's still backed by Ethereum. So in any case, if something, nobody believes, but in a case that Polygon would be in some kind of trouble, so there will be some problems, we are still backed by Ethereum, so we can transition all of the people back to Ethereum and just save ourselves and save pretty much our community to be in a safe place regarding their funds and also regarding the game assets and everything. So that was part of the reason, and of course Polygon is pretty fast, so we partner up with them and went in that direction.
And it's sustainable. It's far better for the environment. So we definitely wanted to move in that direction.
Yeah, that definitely makes complete sense. I mean, Polygon's definitely super popular right now, so that makes a lot of sense. Now I'm gonna kind of poke and prod and see if I can get some more alpha out of you guys. Is there anything else you can tell us about what the Nitroverse is and what it will be in the future?
Ooh,
I'll leave it to Zainab because Otherwise, she will then kick me if I'll tell too
No,
much.
no. Hey.
Reveal whatever you want, just keep me out of it.
We have a lot more planned for the Nitroverse, expanding beyond, let me just say, beyond our planet, into other planets. We're looking at that. We're looking at land. We're looking at properties instead of land. We're the concept there. And let me just, sorry. Let me just paint a picture without saying too much there. Imagine you in your penthouse terrace apartment overlooking the Nitro Arena in the Nitroverse, live streaming with your friends. I'll leave it at that.
Exciting stuff. Not giving away too much, but tantalizing.
Just a tease. Just a tease.
Yeah. Lots of the we all like a bit of an NFTs here and there, Anyway.
Yeah.
No, absolutely awesome, guys. And do you ever see kind of the game becoming like multi-chain, or do you just think the Polygon will be sufficient for what you guys want to do?
We will connect also the rest. So in the beginning it's Polygon, but we will also do different drops. So all the NFTs won't be just on the Polygon or Ethereum chain. We'll do also, let's say, for instance, Binance chain. So we want to pretty much be everywhere and available for everyone. It's in development. We started with Polygon, and we just need to plug in the rest. So it will be, but yeah, we are planning to especially for the drops of the NFTs, we're planning to move across the chains.
Awesome, exciting stuff. I mean, multi-chain is definitely quite a popular thing right now. Mm-hmm. But obviously, I think, to be honest, like focusing on just getting it right on Polygon first is probably makes the most sense as well. Awesome. Sedano, have you got a follow-up question there at all?
Yeah, for sure. So like my main concern is, I mean, not a concern, but one of the things that really stood out when reading about your project is the concept of clans. So I mean, it's the first time that, I mean, I might be wrong, but it's the first time that I actually am hearing like a clan concept or a clan feature for a racing game. And so how does this actually fit together with with YGG and also with a project and the guild system in general?
That's a great question, and it's perfect. I would have brought it up later on, so thanks for asking it. So the setting of Nitro League is set in the future in 3050. And the future is looking great. It's not your Mad Max society. It's not dystopian. It's pretty awesome, and we're advanced in technology. It can't get better than it is at that point. And there aren't any countries or nations. There aren't wars and conflict. Everything that needs to be resolved amongst the nations and the clans is resolved in the Nitro Arena. Okay, so you can invite your friends. If you had clans, you can have your clan or your tribe, and then you can invite your friends into the clan and tribe. And this is where you can rent out. This is the Drive Tribe mechanism that we have, where you can end up, we say, leasing out the car to other members of your clan or your tribe. And then you're earning or you're racing for them. And you're gaining rep for your clan, but you're also gaining rep and XP for yourself within the game. So it's pretty cool. So, I mean, if you just the way that's broken down, that absolutely suits any guild. So imagine you had a YGG clan, and YGG has their own banners. They have their own flag. They have their own colors. Not like the Bloods and the Crips, but you got your own color, whatever you want, and you got your shields and your swords, and then that could also be branded on your car. So when you're racing down the Nitro Arena on the tracks, you've got your branding on your car as you're racing and maybe competing against other guilds and other members in the Nitro arena, or you could have your own track. So you could design your own track, and your track can also be an NFT, and you can invite only guild members to race on that track and earn there, and then you can gain the rep of that track itself, and then you can resell that track into the marketplace. It's just there's so many things that are taking place there that are so exciting. We're talking to a lot of esports teams. We're talking to some F1 teams. We want to bring them on board. We want some rally car racers to come out, and then they can either sponsor or host a tournament on behalf of a charity, or just for their own rep, or just for fun, coming out and competing against one another and raising some money on the Nitro arena. It's like gaming, and then gaming to the next level. You can create and design it in any way that you want to. Design your own track, bring your gaming in, bring your best game on, and go and check it out in the garage and watch everybody else as they're racing in your team. So it's pretty freaking cool. I'm so excited about it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just wanted to say, like I'm sold. I'm totally sold. Like when can I get my alpha pass?
Sedona, my clan.
For sure. As long as I get an alpha pass, or like maybe a closed alpha like preview of the game, 100%. Like I join your clan for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone's really excited. No, I mean it's one of the the few racing games that we have been looking into in YGG, and like the news that it's actually the features are going to be rolling out like pretty soon. Just going to be creating like a lot of anticipation. But yeah, before we move on, before I throw back the stage to Saratobi, I want to answer Lazessi's question on YouTube. So yeah, Lazessi, it is going to be launched on Polygon. So that's really, really great news for everyone. And I mean, it might just be me, but I've been, seeing a lot of action with projects and games, like shifting their interest, and also the community interest towards Polygon, just because it's just more efficient for everyone. And yeah, it does make sense. I agree with Saratobi, and it's really, really cool that you guys, have really considered, the appetite of the community for for ease of access. But yeah, so Saratobi, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I suppose in terms of like YGG is a play to earn blockchain gaming guild. What ways kind of are going to be the kind of key ways like the YGG community will be able to participate within like kind of Nitro League and play in or play and earn? Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat it just?
Oh, so basically, YGG is a play-to-earn blockchain gaming guild. I'm just saying, like, in which kind of ways are the community going to be like able to participate in Nitro League?
Oh, in all sorts of especially I guess the most like Sedano mentioned in the beginning, for all the scholars. So you will be able to have all different sorts of NFTs, also different sorts of cars, all different sorts of performance parts. You will be able also to be creating your own racing track, like YGG racing track, and then under the clan, like YGG clan, you will have different teams, and then you will distribute different assets to different teams, and then in these teams will be different, like just friends in between the YGG, and then they'll be able to race with all those cars. And then you will have like you'll be able to have internal competition, external competitions. You'll be able to compete in between the guilds, the tournaments. You'll be able then with blueprints to fusion out the cars, or out of two cars you'll be able to create a new monster.
That's our breeding mechanism. Yeah, that's our breeding mechanism. So you've got the fusion. You get the blueprint, you can put two cars together and then, upgrade it however you want and then take it on the road, which is...
Well, yeah, that's pretty awesome, guys, I have to say. And in terms of like, let's just say that like I was a player and I wasn't a scholar, can I still kind of play as part of YGG? What does that kind of look like?
Yeah, definitely. You will be able to give yourself a badge if you will be accepted by a clan. So I guess every clan will have their own requirements to be that players will need to reach to become part of the clan. So if you'll have your own clan, YGG for instance, and then I would like to join you, I will just go through your application, and then you will either confirm or deny me the access. And then
Are you going to be good enough, Gasper? That's what. That's
Yeah,
the
exactly, Gasper.
I'm not joining your team, and see you on the racetrack.
No,
You know what I mean?
that makes sense.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's really
that's-
exciting to see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gasper.
You will be able to position yourself wherever you want to be. So, for instance, let's just drop some names in. Lando Norris has a great racing guild behind him. So I guess there will be players who would want to get in there. And I guess they would just probably this will be also a platform to reach to some other people and show them their skills. So for instance, then when somebody will come to YGG, you'll be able to pick him up as a scholar, maybe for some other things as well. So it will be fully, we're just we are going off the road at the moment. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Will we be able to go off road in Nitro League?
You will have a free to roam option there. You will have.
What about off? Can we do like rally driving with mud and stuff like that?
God, that would be awesome. We haven't gotten there yet, but that's the idea. We want to be able to do all of that, and then the entire planet is going to be free to roam.
Wow.
That's what we want to
Wow.
do.
Only when Zainab's behind the wheel, then you go off road. Otherwise, keep it on the road.
It's more fun there. It's more fun.
So I think my question here is amongst you two, like, who drives like a race car driver?
But I mean, you have been living in Dubai for a while, Zainab, right? So.
My husband just paid off my fines from the last year.
Oh no.
Definitely me.
But I mean, yeah, it's really, it's really cool to hear that, especially from you guys first, how we could see, the whole project unfold, in the next coming months, like even, when it's released. But like my question right now, and I think it's the same question that is in the minds of everyone else who are watching and who are listening, in the community. So, okay, we're convinced. Now, what are the steps, how we could participate in the Nitro League community? The game's coming out soon. Like for newbies, what are the 3 most important steps?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're marketing. Go ahead.
Yeah, first join our community on Discord. There will be a gaming community where everybody can talk with each other. We have different closed groups for car owners and stuff like that. And from there, at the end of this month, on our webpage, there will be application available to download to your phone. Android first, so you'll be able to download it. Then you'll just register and connect your MetaMask or whatever wallet, maybe Terra Virtual Wallet, connect it to the game, and then you'll be able to go into the garage. You will be able to see all your cars, all your rims. You'll be able to roam around, get some daily rewards. So that's a start. And then in April, hopefully, we plan to rolling out the next version of the application, which is already single track time trial. So you'll be able to try out your car and race. And then not to be scared if you don't have a car. This is also will be free to play version. So you will get a stock car to try it out, to go around and see if it's a fit for you.
Go mess it up.
You can go off road with that car. And then it's pretty straightforward. So just get the app, and then later on, maybe even in between, we will also publish our application to Google Store, which then you'll be able to go on and get some good reviews on it. So we scale a bit higher in the ranks. But that's it. It's really simple procedure.
Yeah.
Just follow us, join our Discord group to be to have all the latest news. Download the application and start playing. That's all it is. And then, of course, when it brings you in, there is no way out. It's blue or red pill, guys.
Yeah, so I actually have some community members here on our Discord AMA discussion text channel, just dropping links of the Terra Virtua like Terra Virtua links of I think it's some cars. So have you guys already done your initial NFT sale? So how does this work? Like, cause in YGG we don't only have scholars, but we actually have a lot of managers and also guild leaders within YGG that are keen on getting their hands on the latest and the hottest NFT. So could you guys give us more info on that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we launched our first drop was the same day of our IDO launch, December 18th, and it was in the Terra Virtual Marketplace. A lot of guys really loved that because they were able to either use their MetaMask wallet or their credit card. So that was like an ease of purchase. So that was really nice for a lot of them. But also we're looking at doing a drop soon in OpenSea. We're talking to Binance NFT Marketplace, and we've also got Crypto.com. So we've got quite a lot planned out. But after all of that, we'll also have another Terra Virtua drop coming out. And then probably late summer, we'll have our own marketplace launching where you can purchase within the game and you'll have all the upgrades. We also have a sister company, Pollinate, who's doing raises on parts of the car for upgrades. So you've got tires. We've done a raise for tires in the last week on Pollinate, and it was 100% sold out. So that was really good. It was really good. We got some really good feedback and engagement there. That was nice to see.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, Saratobi. I mean, I know that you yourself are, an avid collector of NFTs for gaming specifically, right? Because I'm the same. Like, I just don't, I just don't get anything that. I mean, sometimes I get it if it's nice, even if it's not a gaming NFT. But most of the time, they have to be for blockchain games, right, Saratobi?
That definitely be the same for myself as well. So obviously we're waiting for those YGG branded race cars in Nitro. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that can happen, right? And then obviously
come talk to me later. Come talk to me after this call. I'll hook you up.
There we go. Excited. Always.
I'm a car salesman now.
Always. As long as it's a not a used car salesman, then you're all right.
No. Well, it could be if it's in the secondary market, man. So you don't.
There you go. But yeah, no, definitely. I'm personally excited for this as a project. I suppose an interesting question is, like, obviously, despite being kind of so mobile centric, do you think that you'd ever see the game being available on other platforms as well, like desktop, console? On those platforms, maybe with the ability to kind of scale the game graphically, so that, like, okay, let's hypothetically say that I'm running some like insane gaming rig. Will I be able to like turn everything up to the max and like absolutely go nuts on PC with Nitro, for example?
Definitely, that's long-term plan. Definitely, I want to see it first on PlayStation. But yeah, for sure. So it's first is mobile to develop it. Then along the way with Android, we're going for iOS as well, which has some more requirements, especially when you're connecting it to blockchain technology. And then afterwards, when the game launches in September or towards the end of this year, and when we have everything developed and when we start connecting it to the metaverse, to the VR world, going into, let's say, Oculus, going into, let's say, hopefully PlayStation 2 goggles, those are some amazing things. And with this, then we will, of course, open the door also to other gaming platforms like PC, and then the real charm and art will come and we will see what our guys are capable of doing, because I've seen them design cars in VR already, just spray painting the cars and stuff like that. They're just sending me some stuff. It's really amazing.
I want to see that. Why didn't I see that? I want to see that.
You don't have the access to
Hey.
This sounds like you're opening up a whole realm of potential for kind of UGC and the ability to like design skins. So do you kind of foresee a world where like kind of player designed skins could be minted as NFTs, and then people could like monetize their designs on skins for cars as well?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we want. The greater engagement, customize it. You come up with your own designs. We'll give you the tools to do that. That's the ultimate for us. We've got that, and we are trying to design that now for the garage, so you can soup up and upgrade your car and customize it to your liking. You bring in your NFTs and put them onto your car if you wanted to. Could be a sticker, could be a bumper sticker, it could be however you want to design it, your colors, your upgrades, lots of that. But then also within the Nitroverse, we're looking at the avatars, we're looking at upgrades and customizing your own avatar with your own kit. And the more you engage in it, the more options we provide to you, the more toys you have to play with, the more fun you'll have. That's the whole idea. You know, we all love doing that. We've all played. We all love upgrading and customizing our own cars and then showing it off. And then we've got the gallery, the garage for us to show it off and invite you. So come and check out my car. Come and see what I've done with my car. And then I can resell that and break it down in the marketplace. I can even race your car for pinks. And if I win it, I can sell it in the marketplace or just keep it in my garage and show it off. You know, there are lots of things that we can do there, but definitely want to encourage that for sure.
Then nobody will want your scratched cars.
Hey.
They're fast though. They're really fast.
That's
a trade-off.
You see that?
I mean,
maintenance to do with her cars. Too much maintenance. The clutch will be destroyed.
No.
Things like that. You won't even see when you'll get her car. You won't even know.
Just let me mute him. Just a second. Let me just mute him.
No, I think this is a really good discussion point here. So I mean, the question is that I want to ask is about burning. Like a lot of play to earn players now, are aware of some of the flaws of the current play to earn system in different games. I mean, it's yet to be fine tuned. We are in an evolving industry. But I mean, for Nitro League, how do you see burning, and what are the other features like nitros? I mean, do we get to buy tanks of nitros and just blast our way to the finish line, and do we burn the tokens that we earn? So what are the other features? I mean, talking about getting scratches in your car. So I mean, if you total your car, I mean, do you have to have it repaired? Is this a way to burn the tokens that we earn? So how does it work?
Yeah, it is definitely like this. So every car will have durability. Also tires will have durability, and you will have to renew those things as well. So this is how you will be burning your tokens and bringing your car back to speed, because it will be also like when you'll race and then you'll have Zainab next to you, then you'll need to do some repairs on your car, and that's what will happen in the garage. And then after that, you will also have to have fuel for racing. And then it's a different mechanism for getting into different tournaments. And if you organize, tickets. And then when of course, everybody will want to progress. So there will be also tournaments like in esports. You have Grand Slams in tennis, and then ATP 500, ATP 250 and stuff so. It will be ranked tournaments, and for the highest level, you'll have to have the reputation, you'll have to have experience, and you will also need to chip in if you want a big win, right? So that's how it will work, and that's the mechanism behind the usability of the tokens in game. And then aside of that, you will be able also to, with your winnings, you will be able to buy new cars, new parts, and all sorts of stuff. And then whatever you wanted to do with that, either put it in your collection or sell it in secondary market, or just lose it on a track when racing with me. So whatever you want to do.
Racing with me, whatever.
So now I think I know who's gonna be earning more in the game. I'm gonna be.
Oh!
So I'm still deciding. I mean, I'm still deciding. You know, which team to join with Zainab, Gasper, maybe even Tara Toby. I don't know. But then you know,
Man, excited.
like before we started talking about gasoline and paying for the scratches and the dents, that was a different story. But now, I mean, this is we mean business at this point. So it's really good to hear that that this is this is going to be implemented. This is very, very crucial, like in my opinion, for for the sustainability, or even just having having a stable game economy. Not to mention that it's going to be the players who will be highly participating and running the whole show, especially for decentralized and blockchain games. But yeah, so before we go jump to the community questions, I've seen I think it's ADE Carve, who's been helping out on our Discord channel. So shout out to you guys. I think he's from the Nitro League team. But yeah, everyone here, make sure to drop your questions. We are we still do have 12 minutes with our guests for tonight. And yeah, make sure to make most of the time that we have with them, especially that I mean, there are going to be releases pretty soon. I mean, you can ask anything, just not for leaks or car parts just yet. Maybe some giveaways in their Discord later on. But so I think this is a recurring question. The game is going to be very esports driven, right? So it's not a click and race type of game. It's going to be a player first, skill based. And I think that's a really, really good thing. I think you've mentioned esports. What could you expound a bit on that? Like, what dynamic could we expect from the esports segment of Nitro League?
Well, we are still far apart, because when you're talking with esports players and then you're talking with P2E gamers, there is a huge gap in between. We're still trying to figure out how to connect, how to build a bridge in between us and them. But yeah, like you mentioned, it's skill-based game, which means there won't be any like bots just playing around, or even if they would just lose their assets. But with esports, it's highly competitive. They also it's Sarah Toby's place with the pull the graphics to the max, use the best equipment. So we need still to get to that part, but we are in talks with plenty. Like for instance, we're talking with Veloce, who are Rayleigh company, and they are also very into esports. And yeah, they're not yet that much into crypto and P2E, and also they carry themselves a bit above us. So we are trying to get in there somehow, to connect this and then to bring like world championships and stuff like that. But it will be part of the process. As the game grows and the awards go up, you will see the other part. They'll be like, okay, we want to get into this, how can we do it? So it's that kind of development. It's not just us coming to them, picking them and bringing us to our game. We first need to make it attractable.
Well, we're doing a best-in-class game. That's
exactly
the whole point. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. And when you've got something, and you've got beautiful graphics, you've got ease of use, you've got the functionality there, there's something that they would enjoy doing. And we want to bring them in and say, hey, guys, I mean, we're not the equivalent of you, but this is a space that you should absolutely come and participate in the blockchain space, in the Nitroverse. Come and join us and come and race there. That's what we're trying to do here. But it's not just in Veloce and rally car racing. We've got F1 that we can do. We did our IDO announcement. We did the launch, announced our launch at F1 in Abu Dhabi back in December, which was pretty awesome. I got COVID, so I couldn't speak, which is awful. But we are absolutely engaging these communities, and we want to bring them in, and then we want their feedback as well. So there's some of these rally car racers that we're talking to, and we want their thoughts on how we would design a car for a rally car racer, for what kind of track would they prefer compared to our neon tracks in the Nitroverse. So absolutely want to bring dynamic there, not necessarily just one formula or one size fits all. That's not the way we work, and I think none of us work like that in this space, really. There's just so much there. It's such a shame to try and to put yourself into a space and confine yourself there.
I agree. I mean, yeah, just before I head back to Saratobi, like, I mean, talking about like the possibility that we have with this type of game and the technology at our disposal. I mean, it's a pretty simple question. So I'm assuming that can we use, the default or the controllers that most of the racing game players are using now? So, the pedal, the steering wheel, I mean, you mentioned the VR goggles, so that's a yes. So, I mean, overall, I'm assuming there is compatibility for this. And, are there any, have you, do you have any, partnerships in mind for hardware that you could use with Nitro League?
Not yet, so you won't be able. If you can do it to connect it to your phone, then go ahead. I guess it will work. But then, not yet for the other platforms. The game is not developed for PC and to bring all that sort of things. But definitely, it's our plan. But if you find a way to connect steering wheel to the phone, let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because just like with Axie Infinity, like like games and developers opening their doors to community content and community software. So I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised, with all of us like geeking out at home with a game like this, and finding a way to create our own, I don't know, like our own software, our own programs, to be able to actually implement it. But I mean, with a game like this about to get released in 2022, so we have a long road ahead of us. So everyone at home, I mean, for those who are into racing games, and definitely make sure to check out Nitro League. So yeah, Saratobi.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, just want to obviously thank you guys for coming here. Obviously, a good question is always to know, like, what's the best way for our community to keep up with you guys? Would it be the Telegram, Discord, Twitter, I suppose, all of those things, right? I'm assuming that like it's best to follow you on Twitter, follow you on Discord, and jump into your Telegram group.
And then Discord, definitely, it's the more organized community where you can get all the information and you can easily reach out, and we'll get you all the answers.
I'll be hosting a quiz night, I think, this coming week. Right?
Yeah, we're having bunch of cool stuff.
That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, so I mean, on the basis of that, look, thanks so much for having you guys. I don't know if we have any more questions for the wonderful team of Nitro League. Thanks so much, Zainab, and thanks so much, Gasper, for joining us today. I think it's been a real pleasure. I think I can speak for most of us to say that like we're super excited to jump into the Nitroverse and Nitro League, and hopefully not get beaten too badly by Zainab and her her speedy tendencies. So
no,
look,
thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, pleasure was ours.
Sedano, I'm watching you.
Sedano froze. He's scared now.
Now, yeah, I'm nervous, so I don't know if I should just stock up on a lot of tokens for those repairs, or I don't know, maybe just join behind the scenes. But yeah, thanks so much, you guys. It's a pleasure. I mean, for everyone at home, the AMA will be uploaded right away on our YouTube, Facebook, and also on Twitch. So yeah, do check that out. And also, we are going to be rolling out for all our AMAs. The YGG Spotify is now up, so make sure to check that one out also for our AMA podcast. But again, my name is John Sedano, Community Marketing Manager for Yield Guild Games, and my partner. We have to practice that. We have to practice that. The one and only Mr. Saratobi Sasuke, head of
you.
partnerships of YGG, and of course, our very lovely team from Nitro League. But until then, see you guys in the metaverse. Peace out.
Cool.
Yeah,
See you.
bye.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.